Hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. I'm still playing it, or rather, playing it all. We're still uploading it. Anyways, it's time for another episode of this. Enjoy watching me be emotionally tormented. And we're just gonna run through all the race stuff to begin, because fuck it, I guess. Because we gotta reject the wraiths so we can get that achievement. Because one of the achievements is, reject all of them. So. Thankfully, we know what to do. We know how to get all the correct answers. One of the achievements also is, what's it called? Pro Minigamer. You have to succeed on minigames 50 times. I don't know if that's just like 50 completely new minigames, or like just get the perfect score 50 times, and like how the minigames will let you do it like 5 times in one or something. I don't know. I don't know what the exact criteria is there, but that's the one that we're gonna have to grind for. Ugh. Thanks for the drink, guys. Baldy the bald. Hey, hi, Huntress. Can we skip this segment? No? Okay. Grinding and a dating sim? I know, right? Wild. Why are your fists so bloody, sir? Kick the ball. I don't care if you don't like that I kicked your ball. Fuck you. You're all mindless monsters. Probably shouldn't say that to their faces, but Trevor might like it. Get the quiz thing again. It doesn't matter until we get to the ice cream part. That's the only part that matters. Mint chip. God, there's so much dialogue to skip through. Alright, like I said, we are going to do, for some reason, we don't have the race, one of the race achievements for rejecting dating him. I don't know how the hell we don't have this, because I'm pretty sure we did that event. So we're just going to do all of the race stuff first for round number 1, and then we get to move on to the spirit. I'm so annoyed that we don't have it for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. This one. Okay, good. He likes goggles and snorkel. Not that we really need to get all of them off, because get all of them correct, I mean. Because we know enough to get it right with him. Alright. That's gonna be a perfect. What? Really? That count? Okay. That doesn't count. Our hope is just like get 50 perfects and not get 50 full perfects, because that's not fucking happening. Don't say that was pretty good. We all know that wasn't good. Defend Joy. Fuck you, Trapper. You suck. Get out of here, Trickster. Alright, let's get the meat cut. Ah. I feel like when it's not doing like the whole version of the minigame, I think when it's just like just the spinning part, that's a lot easier. Look at the seagull. Shut up, Ocean. Nobody knows why we're here. It's one of life's greatest mysteries. No, it did not wave at me. I made it up. You like my honesty. Ah, yes, your special little bell. Don't worry, I'll hold it delicately. I'll still lose it later, but I'll hold it delicately for now. Ray, tell me a story about your miserable life and how you were tricked into killing people and you didn't realize, and then you killed your boss when you found out. Ask about it. I forgive him. Yes, reminded me of you. The radio minigame is stupid. I don't know why that's in the game. It does nothing. You get nothing from it. Yeah, hi, freaky trapper. You're crazy. Wait, you were drawing me? Why? Creeper. Skipping so much. This is my biggest complaint about this game, is that there's no way to easily go through text without just, like, rapid clicks. Give me a fast forward button. I swear to God. Alright, so give me a choice to either do Wraith or Huntress. Well, obviously we're already doing Wraith because we gotta get the achievement that we somehow fucking missed. I'm not upset by that. Why'd I be upset? You're crazy. What brings you to the island? You... Weird ass potion. Drink it! Grandmother. Beautiful night. Give me the astronomy questions. Sea whale. Cetus. Zodiac. Horologium! Truth. Great question. I'm a cactus. Show me something. Oh no, the bell is gone! Oh no, Spirit's trying to get in on this. Wait your turn! You're a hypocrite. Get out of here. I banish thee, ghost. Look at all the things. Ugh. Alright, we don't tell them we spent time in Race Hole. What? Not story time again! Oh, fine, I'll tell one. Here's an action story. It sucks. Wraith, give me another story. I guess I should have done the other minigame for Wraith instead of the astronomy question, because then that would have counted towards the minigames. Damn it. Massage. Sand. Dwight becomes a mermaid. Because it's funny. Bye, Dwight! Be buried all night. Alright, everybody talks about what they're gonna try and take me on, and I kick one of them out of the camp. Oh, God! Mermaid Dwight, what in the high curb? You've killed... How many people have you killed now? You've killed 19 people. Congratulations. You're a murderer. Dear God. What is wrong with you? Get out of here, oh, wait, no. Because of this part of the story, we're gonna kill off Spirit. You're into your second killing game? You really are. I mean, you've been into the second one for a while now. Oh, hey, look, it's your prize. Enjoy. Oh, you don't like it? Well, guess what? Now you get 2. Just don't ask what's on the other side. Why are you saying you? You don't even know what's on the other side yet. You didn't ask. Honestly, really rude of you. Not to ask, I mean, it's made just for you. Alright, Wraith, let's go get the achievement we missed. What the fuck? I'm so annoyed. You can't disappoint me. Goodbye, Skull. Alright, Wraith, let's go find your bell. Your emotional support bell. No! We're not going to your island, trickster. You crazy person. Pranking Wraith. Alright, hide and seek time. That's a nut. Come on. I've done worse than that and gotten a perfect. Okay, well that one was bad. Alright, Trapper's Cave. Let's save, because this is the one that's a butt. No investigating. I do not pick anything up. Hello, Trapper. Okay, good. We didn't die. Alright, the hunter's gonna be like, hey, the spirit stole it. You should go get it. I'm like, okay. Sure. I believe you. Or are you looking for me? Give me the bell. Three perfects. Ah, damn. Nice. Game, please give me the Pro Minigamer achievement. Hey, Grandma. That's a real bad whiff. I've also seen for the minigame mode, you might have to like have played every minigame at least once. So, what do I get him as a gift? A horse. Cactus. Constellation. Oh wait, no. Minigame. Technically, we never played the minigame at this part in his story. I think I know where we screwed up before. Because... Okay, I saved before we did the thing. Because normally this part happens when we're with Dwight and Claudette. And I probably clicked reject here. Let's click accept. And then I think afterwards, Dwight and Claudette should be like, hey. Or maybe they don't. Nope, okay, yeah, that was not correct. Okay, so we just need to reload, go through all that stuff again. I swear we clicked reject before. His was with Claudette and Dwight, which is strange. Wait, it auto-saved me to here? That's... You know what? I'll take it, because that's further than I had saved before. Alright, so I've rejected. Tell him the others were right. Oh, I probably should have read all that. Let's just reload it so we can actually read it, because maybe we missed it before. I don't know. It's possible. I reject Race Love. This has gone too far. Wraith and Grandma Abby both look at you surprised. Look at yourself, chained to a wall, begging me to carve out your heart? You've lost your mind. I knew I've read this part. Maybe I told him I'm not a killer before and that's where I screwed up. The others were right about you this whole time. How did I not see it before? Good. More. You actually believe in this dumb ritual? You believe you could fall in love with me and get off this island? Wraith, as usual, looks sad. But more importantly, a little frightened. Well, I don't love you, you freak. And you're never getting off this island. Yes, do it. But I am, because I won. I am the truest, most ultimatist, deadliest, by daylightiest evil in the world. I love how his grandma's face is being covered up. By the way, that's funny to me. I could take this dagger and stab you, but I'm doing something even worse. No, no, please. I'm breaking your stupid heart. Damn, Xantok, you're the worst. You smile proudly, psychopathically, as the entity itself enters and stands by your side like a proud parent. This world I've created for you all just keeps getting more interesting. It's the entity, you know, the cosmic being who created all this. You, the silent, me, even I assume. It's come to bask in the glow of another evil bulb lit up by suffering and malice. Wraith and Grandma Abby are in shock. Tears well up in Wraith's eyes. You monster. But it's me, it's Philip. I love you. And I love how easy you made this for me. You're pathetic. No, Entity, Xantok. Entity loves all its precious killers equally. But I tell you what, you can have the closing remarks. You've earned it. And you're only the new killer on the island once. I'd like to thank you for playing my little game. I had so much fun manipulating you. I can ascend now to someplace better. Maybe I'll stick around and see if I can break some other hearts. There's the achievement. Over on IP Island, you and Entity watched the trickster perform to a massive crowd. The drinks are strong, the weather is perfect, the music is loud, and you feel great. Also, you have backstage passage. Your skin looks great, and yeah, you just won $1 million. Nice. Not that the Wraith is here. No, he's not allowed. Besides, he wouldn't want to go, even if he could. But like I said, he can't. No. All Wraith can do is wander the beach alone, clutching the freshly sewn hole in his chest where his heart once was, before you ripped it out. Congratulations. You proved yourself to all of us by breaking the heart of a sad, pathetic, evil monster. Stringing him along, tricking him into loving you, and then revealing your evil plan at the worst possible moment. You're a genius. Now go enjoy your victory. That's better. I see why we didn't get that achievement before. I picked that I'm not a killer. That's where we screwed up. It's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to tell him that he sucks at life. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and start another new game. We're gonna get rid of... we'll just get rid of this one up here this time. Because now it's time to go down the Spirit storyline. Finally. That's what I thought I was gonna do first, and then the game's giving me like, alright, you're gonna do this, spin the bottle thing to determine your first date, and we got the race. Like, okay, whatever. Dig up the face. It's a coin. No thanks, I keep the money. It's my money. Fuck you. No, I'm not giving it back. Dumb game, what's gonna give back my money? Big dumb trapper. Say nothing, do nothing. You stand frozen, in complete silence. Can I be honest with you, it's kind of a weird move. It's just if you truly don't care that someone asks you politely. You're doing you, despite how much of a weirdo or just a joker might make you look like. Literally, you don't even care. Is this some kind of display of confidence? Confusion? Sheer awkwardness? You feel judged, but you're not sure how. Spirit Castle sounds with a giggle that she quickly swallows when she sees that it caught your attention. And then Huntress comes to take the ball back. Because you're weird. Alright, questions. They don't matter. They're just here to be weird. Oh, oops. I went too fast when I skipped the part where I was like, hey, tell me it's mint chip. Alright, we're doing the Spirit's Choice. We've seen the dialogue for this. They don't like that we're choosing without them saying anything first. Then we're going to choose it again, and now we're going to save, so we don't have to go through all that again. Because we are going to have to do the multiple endings. Actually, no, I'll save it here. Alright. Give me this. Vodka soda. Sure. Okay, the Huntress likes that. Oh, right. I'm supposed to pick things that Spirit would like. I believe she likes when I don't drink the alcohol. So let's just get a start on that. Here we go. Fuck off, Trapper. Alright, icebreaker time. What do they want? What's the question? Oh, what book? Behavior's best game. Well, yes. Yeah. We've been playing through it. Hopefully this will be the last stream of it. We've done the dates with everybody except for the Spirit. We're also trying to get the last achievements as well. Let's tell her we read, I feel like maybe Jekyll and Hyde. You know, I really enjoyed the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I've always felt like I had this other person living inside me. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This sounds like a fun one. I love a good story about friendship, but I can't read. Not because I'm dumb, I just never learned to read because I was too busy learning to survive with nothing more than my own strength and cunning. Same reason I didn't have a best friend that wasn't more than a rock with a face I'd drawn out in dried blood. Okay. Until we meet again, Roxanne. That physically hurt me. Will you tell it to me sometime? I might not be able to read books by myself, but I love being read too. Especially when someone does all the voices. I do like doing the voices. Not really a story about friendship exactly, but who cares? Of course I'll tell it to you. It's quite a thrilling tale. Not just anybody can pull off quality narration all the time. Take it from me. You don't even need to read. You can just make it up and it'll still be fun. Sometimes when I find myself in an abandoned house, I like to look at the photos on the wall and come up with little stories to go with them. It's a fun game we could play together. Abandoned house? What? Wait, why are they abandoned? Huntress giggles and gives you a playful little wink. I don't know. Usually when I find the folks who abandoned them, they're not in the mood to tell me much. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Oh, fuck off, Trickster. Alright, so in this, I don't know why, but when you go to the bar, they make you do a minigame to determine who your first date is going to be, and you got to get them 3 times. So let's get the Huntress, or not the Huntress, the Spirit. At least try to. Okay, oh, good. Good start. Shit. Oh boy. Oh no! Okay. One more for the Spirit. Shit! Actually, that might, maybe that's not the day. I hope not. I don't remember because it's been a while since I did this part. Okay, I don't think that's gonna actually lock me in. Thank God. Get out of here, trickster! Alright, minigame again. Cut the meat! Ow. Completely whiffed. There we go. Seagull! I don't want to eat dead Felix. It's terrifying and creepy, and I like Felix. He's a good character. And they want me to eat him. Oh, Spirit! Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me. That we're all truly insignificant, and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge! I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? I've always been alone. Maybe it's Spirit's words. Maybe it's the ocean, or maybe it has always been this way. But you suddenly feel connected to Spirit's words. I may not remember much about my life before, but there's one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone. And I always will be alone, because I'm a loser. Spirit has turned from looking at the ocean and is looking directly at you now. It's a funny idea, isn't it? Being alone. Together. It's the best we can hope for. Maybe. Or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible to pretend we know anything. Is that just arrogance? I was so dumb. So busy trying to please everyone, be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself. And now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny. The purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay. So this might sound a bit silly, but... Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid. That sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out. And then I... chop chop! And now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? Blood. And bones. Ooh, I like both these. Nothing but darkness. I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. Honestly, though, I don't feel like I've got anything inside of me at all. Just darkness. Never ending darkness. And here, I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived. Perhaps I could light a torch and search through that darkness. These things are really heating up. You hear a flurry of footsteps. It's Dwight and Claudette. We can skip this section again. Alright, it's story time. Spirit, you're the only one that we never got to hear a story from. Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me, and I literally punched a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories! If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and... Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Rave take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting, and when it's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Wait, nobody offered you popcorn? It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hata, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like that just appear? A mystery, as if it was conjured by magic. But this was no mere illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you can feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. "Help me!" cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking this strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up, and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hata comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity. Only anxiety as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the sleeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic, and in need of help. But Detective Hata was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hata. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through that narrowest of passageways, Detective Hata watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of this strange, sad prisoner. Together, They both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment, because nobody in town knows how to use a chainsaw or how to get leverage with a small slit in a wooden box, apparently. It really shouldn't be that fucking difficult, but okay. "Promise?" asked the man. "Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised. "I do." A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family. Not to her friends. Not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hata, for she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, "How is steam coming out of his mouth? What the fuck?" "Promise? Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised. "I do." And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective Hata leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening. That's weird as hell. Letting her breath creep into this strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. "Thank you," the man said, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" another officer yelled, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hata and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirling gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hata gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward to the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hata had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head. Cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit searches the fire, her expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire, or up the sky. Anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her. You who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad. So creepy. So sensual? She really went into it with great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and not no one is sure how to act. Joy and Cleta are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. It was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something! I don't think she would like cool story. Let's go say nothing and hug her. You stand without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. Certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward moment and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a bit. It's almost bedtime. Alright. Hi, Trickster. Get out. Spirit approaches.
I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog followed me around. I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in.
You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god. I mean, a narrator.
You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me.
Dipping in the hot tubs with the spirits. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. Just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion can handle it.
I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any other ically.
Which is strange, because all the other killers' first stories were about them. Hunter's story was about the little girls. Wraith was about him killing his boss. Trapper was about him and his father. Wraith is the only one who's like actually not about to be similar, because actually, I mean, she was hacked to bits by her crazy father, but she wasn't pulled to pieces by a box. I believe you completely. I mean, sure, you were cut to pieces in your own life, and so is the person in the story.
A perfectly normal coincidence.
Sure, you're on this island, trapped one might say, in a most puzzling place.
Also, a completely regular coincidence.
And sure, his lips were blue. Your lips are blue.
Really? You'd call this blue?
Searching for answers, hoping to find
revenge!
Okay, the similarities stop there, I guess.
Coincidences.
The coincidences. My apologies.
Get this through your head. Whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or, well, maybe it has coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors.
And an Oni.
Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You gotta figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep, when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it.
That's a very adult story for a child to dream.
Do you believe me?
Yes. I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep.
Fool! Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself.
Now you've got me wondering. Do I believe you if you believe her or not? Now I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything. Don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean air's got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpse's cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might be waiting for you to say the right thing and... Oh, corpse, I've read this wrong. And free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she's the... Oh, damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum, what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you off.
Sorry, kids,
but it's time for bed.
I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending on my way. I miss her.
You watch a spirit stares off in the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice that you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking to the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you, and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Alright, now they're going to tell me about going to bed. We're going to have to play the radio game, which is dumb. There it is. Let's not talk about things, Matthew Cope. Let's summon the spirit. Spirit, are you around? I could use some company. Spirit tells you her secret to falling asleep when she's feeling restless, which is crazy because she doesn't need to sleep.
I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores.
That's a lot.
Really? What? Even the dead like to relax?
I don't really have any of those things around. I mean, do you have a flute that you could play me some flute music or something? Oh, way to go. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb, carved from bamboo. Ah.
I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back, though. And if you lose it, well...
You'll get your revenge on me?
If it's the last thing I do...
You finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're just paralyzed. You try to open your eyes, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier is out here. It's the ocean. It's like, hey, buddy. And then you wake up to the ray staring at you from above. He's like in your face, staring at you, like about 2-3 inches away. It's very unsettling. He says nothing. He just stares. You look around to see if there's something going on behind you on either side, but nope, just staring. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. Are you making some sort of alliance? Are you with? Wraith scans the horizon. Them? I'm just making sure you are who you say you are. I've been burned before, and something seems off about this island since you've arrived. Even more off than usual. Maybe we could talk about that tomorrow? I mean, you know, maybe. Like, no, sorry, we're not going to do that. We're going to hang out with Spirit tomorrow. Alright, it's the confession part. We're on the dialogue changes for day 1. Wait a minute. Did hers actually change? Shit. Usually it doesn't. Weird. Oh well. You know, if they just give me a skip dialogue button, I'd just stop whenever there's new dialogue on the screen, I wouldn't have to miss anything. But no, they're stupid. Alright, get past this segment. Alright, so hot tub, we're gonna hear the two of them totally not fucking. Hi, Trickster.
We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot. But I guess I've got the feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them all. And I'll get my father, too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me.
Spirit radiates a menacing aura. Waving her sword around the air, she threatens, well, the entire universe, really. It's scary and more a little hot if you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time on Murderous has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lead into it. I'd suggest you do the same. You've seen her mad, which is probably enough to scare you to compliance. But you're also seeing that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but somebody else shows up. Alright, we're going with the Spirit, though. I gotta go with Spirit. She's the only one we haven't got on any dates with, so, I mean, come on.
You've made the correct decision. But know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog. Understand?
Well, of course,
You've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real. But I've been hurt before. Literally. With a katana. A katana that I now wield. In spectral form. You feel me? Because you will fear me if you try any of that macho trapper crap.
Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudia and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change her answer now. Alright, let's do another save. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You say with Spirit would be drawn into such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black. Just like the lighthouse. I mean, if you can call these bits of red all black. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Okay, so so now we know, because in the previous run where we picked the Wraith, we got to the point where Spirit interrupted the date, and we chose to leave Wraith behind and go with the Spirit. And it looks like that is the whole Spirit state, because she had this whole point where we talked about that's the absence of color. And then I brought up how like that depends on if you're talking about light, or if you're talking about paint. Because one, it's the absence color, the other, it's all color. It's a whole thing. So that means we've gone through all of this part already. Yeah, because the lighthouse is making screaming sounds. What else could it be? You're not sure what to do. It's an invitation to... Oh shit, I didn't read it. I mean, it doesn't matter if we do well Spirit, because I am hoping to get the non-good or bad ending first. So I'm just kind of like doing whatever. Now we're talking. Where should I start? Your back? I always start there in the movies. Whoa, sailor, slow your roll. She doesn't actually need help reaching behind her. Haven't you noticed that her hands float in the air?
I'm good. The lotion is for you. You need any help reaching those difficult spots?
You see a hand float around your back. I gulp. You swallow hard, trying to make room in your throat for words to come out, but nothing does. You're embarrassed enough and decide to just live with what you've got.
Suit yourself.
Watch as Spirit applies sunscreen to herself. So now we gotta be rude to her so that, one, we need her to kill us. Two, we want to get we don't have enough points for that she'll allow us to pick her for the final date, but not too many where we get like the good or bad end, because I want to save those for the end. Plus, that's what the shards of glass sticking out of her body. So if you don't mind, what's the deal with all the shards of glass sticking out from all over your body? She liked that answer?
Shit. You really want to know? You're not creeped out by them?
You're not creeped out, just nervous. Because you know the answer might be very personal, but she's a person you want to get to know. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. Oh God, it had to have been horrible.
It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to. But I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play this universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all.
Yeesh.
It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me. It's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control.
You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of that.
I appreciate that, Zantok. I suppose little help is the bad thing. In life, in love. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted in these vengeful poses. It really does a number on my joints.
Alright, let's put lotion on her foot. Oh, that's a miss. I mean, it's a not bad, but it's not a perfect. Ah! There we go.
Well, I suppose the lotion made it was where it was supposed to be going. Eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better.
The lighthouse is being ominous again, and there's a ghost ship! I forgot about the ghost ship. The sharks will take care of the ghost ship. Oh, hey, Wraith! Get out. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. Yeah, he sees it in his dreams. Mermaids aren't real. Or, no, they're ugly, she says. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Yeah, I mean... Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. I mean, I think we've seen some peeks already. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about whether everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. It's them. They're making a dramatic announcement. Great. It's Wraith who's trying to steal us away from the Spirit.
You got mud in your ears. I told you to get lost.
Don't you see? Lost is what I am. And so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yes, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You got a secret lair? Oh, damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got, sap. Sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Oh, don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about.
You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in... I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is. But in a while! A while! I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you!
Well, it's not me messing things up. Look, I keep trying to tell you, it's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? I'm convinced it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision, it's simply the way it is, and there's no use fighting it.
What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret lair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when I might want to hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it?
Folks? Oh, you will hide. I've seen you hide. Your little phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking, and you all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks?
You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me.
You have no idea what's going on, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia if there ever was such a thing. Not that you know much about that either. Sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's kind of on you. Guys, I mean, I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm just going to do that now. And I choose the Spirit. Wraith, you're being very rude. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seems easy to love. I mean, damn. Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but well, there's a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, the hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness that you pack into a single day, God, it's no wonder you're so skinny. All that second-guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken. It's... yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess. Sometimes. Right. So, I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit brings a sigh of relief.
I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too.
Spirit walks you around to a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with their journey. A cherry tree. Okay, so I think we've seen this part too. Yeah. Because she asked about the whole cherry blossom stuff. How does the duality make you feel? I'm gonna say unsure. Spirit's question isn't easy to answer. You wouldn't impress her, but you also want to be true to yourself. The entire range of human experience stretches out before you and you feel paralyzed by the different options available to you in this moment. And that's okay. It wasn't a simple question with a simple answer. Who knows the Spirit herself even has an answer in mind. However, it occurs to you. The falling blossoms wilting at your feet, this chance of connecting with the beautiful person in front of you might be fleeting. Is one of these answers the better choice, or do you remain unsure? I'm gonna say still unsure, because we don't need to get the best points with her for this run. With cherry blossoms floating down between you and Spirit, you look at her and... desperate to be closer to her, you grasp for the right word to say that will capture your feelings and her heart. But they don't come. I don't know how to feel. I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I knew the correct response. But as far as I can tell, there isn't one. Nothing that's easy to explain, at least. Spirit looks into your eyes, but does not speak. A pink blossom brushes between you and lands on the ground at your feet. My feelings are all mixed up. Like the petals of this cherry tree, floating through the air, swirling out of my control. As I look at them, I have no interest in answers. It's enough to simply observe. It's enough to not know. It's enough to be here, right now, with you. Spirit smiles. She looks at a petal in the air and you watch as her eye tracks it. The gusty sea air sending it on a spiral journey away from you both.
Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors. Those with noble characters. Those who did not fear death. Those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor.
Okay, this part we've seen. The cycle for her is broken. And now we're in a rep, so okay. So now we know that if you do take somebody's offer in the middle of the date to go do their date instead, you get the full date with them, both part 1 and part 2. So that's good to know. Wraith, you're a weirdo. I don't know why you want to talk about your thing. I'm gonna be quiet about our date. She doesn't want me to gush about it. Although I guess I maybe should have so we didn't get more points with her, but it's fine. I thank them. Alright, and that's another episode down of Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. We dated. We made some choices. We might have pissed off a killer or two. We might have made the killer to fall for us. I don't know. There's several episodes of this, and this is just one intro. Anyways, see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.